Hello, what's up guys? Your boy DTRU is here and welcome to another Lord of NAZARICK video. In today's video guys, we are going to talk about the next event limited banner for Lupus Regina that will drop as the next event limited banner. Now we have the idol Shalatir right here. This is our first limited banner in the game, and after that banner is gone, we will get in a few months, depends on how global is going to adapt, but our next event limited banner, which is going to be expanded only with gems, is for Lupus Regina Warrior Bleed character. That's the new event limited banner character that we're going to get after Idol Shalatir is gone. It's going to be the second event limited banner. So we don't know the exact time, like I said, it depends on global, but this is going to be the next one, and we're going to explain all about her kits, what she does in this video. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's begin. So right here guys, we got her kit translated, like you can see to English. Like I always say in these translations, it's not a 100%, but it's actually like accurate in a lot of stuff. This is actually a bleed warrior character. She's a red bleed warrior character. It's the same as Cocytus, alright? She's the same, like the same class and the same element. She's red and she's warrior, but of course she is much better than Cocytus. She's going to replace Cocytus with her strong bleed passive and skills as well, alright? And you can even use them both together, right? But she's really a strong warrior bleed character, and she's going to be our next event limited banner. So this is her kit right here. We're going to start with her ultimate, which is called the Hunting Knight. Shake It Pray Lupus Storage Ring will start. Hunting and attack the enemy. The enemy's single target deals physical damage of 86% of attack power in 3 stages. After each damage, there is a 100 basic probability to attach 1 layer of bleeding to the target for 2 rounds. After the skill is released, there is a 100% basic probability of attaching Wolf Blood Mark and Forbidding Healing for 2 rounds. After the skill is released, there is a 100% basic probability to extend the target bleeding for 1 round and trigger Wolf Blood Mark after the owner's action. Lupus Regina releases its Stock Red Punishment. Stock Red Punishment, that it's a passive that deals 75% physical damage to the target's attack power after hitting. Add 2 layers of bleeding to the target with a 100% basic probability for 2 rounds. As you can see, a lot of passives, a lot of stuff on her ultimate alone. She will inflict a lot of bleed with her ulti, but it's not like Cocytus. Like Cocytus, it's AoE. Here it's a single ulti, but fear not, her second skill is AoE, so it's all good. But for her ultimate, looks so good, especially on bosses that requires bleed and demonic tower and a lot of other content. When you have bosses and you wanna like kill them with bleed, like a single target, is actually really good, and it's also in PvP in case you're targeting the main DPS. And for her second skill, which is called Chang Honglanga, like I'm 100% sure that this is Chinese, not English, and it's not translated, but this is the Chinese one, alright? Lupus and Gongna gradually showed her wolf teeth and all the targets of the opponent attacked. This is why I say it's not accurate, because like you can see, there's a lot of stupidity in here. Alright, but the passives and the stuff is 100% right, but just don't pay mind to this stuff right here. This physical damage of 50% of attack power in 2 stages. There is a fixed probability of 100% after each hit. Add 1 layer of bleeding to the target for 2 rounds. Alright, so she will do a physical damage or attack power, and it's an AoE skill. It will hit 2 or 3 if I remember right, and it will add 1 layer of bleed So a lot of bleed, like you can see all her kit is bleed, alright? Very powerful bleed character. If you're building a like a bleed meta characters, you love the bleed meta, like she's a must. She's what you need to save for and get her and her arc light as well, alright? Her and her arc light will be needed. Her arc light will be needed, alright? I'm just telling you so you be prepared. If you love Lupus Regina, you love the bleed meta, you need to get her. Alright, so Lupus Kumina. Who's Kumina? Lupus Regina holds the death power of the wolf blood salt epidemic. Lupus Shuana. When present, enemy targets with bleeding damage increased by 12%. So basically, when she inflicts bleed, she will, when it's on them, she will inflict 12% more damage. When the enemy target with bleeding dies, the unit bleeding, the number of layers is passed to other enemies on the field bleeding. The goal with the fewest layers after triggering Wolf Blood Salt Epidemic and passing bleeding immediately trigger the bleeding of the target being passed once. Every time Wolf Blood Salt Epidemic is triggered and bleeding is transmitted, the upper limit of the enemy bleeding overlaid in the battle is increased by 1 layer. The total of the two methods can be increased up by 10 layers. She can do up to 10 layers, alright? Because the enemy to trigger 5 bloodshed every time the battle, the upper limit of the enemy bleeding overlay in the bucket is increased by 1 layer, and the total of the two methods can be increased also by 10 layers. So she will inflict 10 layers of bleed, and the damage will be increased like 10 stacks. It will be stacked and it will be doing war damage, and it's like the same as Kokaitis ulti. When you do it, there's a chance to do a passive, but this is a different passive. She will, if a target with a bleed also dies, it will be all the bleed will be transferred to him as well, which is really good. Like for example, you have two people, you killed one, and the one standing all the layers and the blade will transfer to this one, and it will and for how many layers it has been placed on him, it will do more and more damage. It will be 12% by one layer. All right. And her basic skill, take the dance of death under the moon and attack the enemy single target, deals 120 physical damage to attack power. After hitting, there is a 100% probability to attach one layer to the target bleeding for 2 rounds. After the hit, there is a fixed probability of 50% chance to trigger the target bleeding. So like you can see, a very strong and powerful bleed character like here. All her kit is about bleed and increasing the bleed damage and transferring the bleed on another other ally if one dies. And she has 10 layers, and the damage will be increased by 12% for each layer. That's a lot of bleed damage. She's so strong. Alright, like she's really strong. I don't have information I can show you guys about her arc light right now. We're going to show you only her skills, hoping that I get the arc light soon, and hopefully I can post for you guys and show you what her arc light does. But I'm telling you, her arc light is needed, the same as idol charioteer. When you summon idol charioteer, her arc light is really important to help, especially against bosses or PvP or whatever. But she will keep increasing her attack, and it will be a lot of attack, especially if you maximize it and invest like a 5-5 on it, 6-6 on it. It will be so strong. It's the same for Lupus Regina. It will help her do a lot of bleed damage. I'm talking to you from what I remember, but I don't want to talk a lot about it because I'm not 100% sure. So let's wait for us to get details on it first, 100% details, and then I'm gonna tell you. But it will strengthen her bleed and her damage a lot, so it's a need arc light. Okay, so if you really love the bleed meta, like I said, save for her and her arc light as well. But most of you will be saving for Zeshi from the comments I see, and the people that I know. Everyone is excited for Zeshi, so don't worry. Alright, soon I'm getting my hands on Zeshi kit and I'm going to translate Zeshi kit for you guys. We're going to do a video hopefully tomorrow about Zeshi and her kit, hoping that I can get the details tonight. Alright, so also stay tuned for Zeshi, fully detailed about her skills and her kit as well. So this was Lupus Regina, the new event limited banner that should come for you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope it helps and I hope you are hyped like I am. I am hyped for all the event banners. They're all useful, they are powerful, all of them are good, and I'm so excited to use her alongside the Dark Momon, alright? A Dark Momon. There will be dark and light elements, yes. And Momon will be a dark and he will be a burn character as well. Playing them together as a burn and bleed is what a lot of Chinese players are abusing in PvP and in PvE as well. So I'm also going to be releasing soon about the Dark Horse Momon as well, my favorite character, his kit and all. So stay tuned guys, and this is the video for today. I hope it helped you guys, and be prepared and safe if you really love this character and wanna pull her. So thank you so much guys for watching. Alright, don't forget to join our Discord. I'm gonna leave it in the description. We have a very beautiful and big community. Also, we are looking to recruit some people in our guilds in NA. Alright, in NA Crunchyroll and in EU and Europe A plus version. Okay, there's an A plus version and Crunchyroll version. The NA is on Crunchyroll and the A plus is on Europe. Alright, so if you want to join us, we will be more than happy to have you. The seats are almost closed, so hurry if you want to come and join us. We will be so happy to have you. So again, and for the last time, thank you so much guys for watching. I really appreciate all of you supporting me and watching my videos. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Your boy DTU was with you guys. Peace.